Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's the NFC Championship game.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Richardson looking to throw this. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to bury him for a loss of 11. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. 3rd and long for Richardson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Able to slither by. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback. They begin with a run by Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. Trucks over him a 2nd time. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll go to Barkley again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants have struck first in this NFC title game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with... Second and a couple. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Barkley
is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from 3 yards out. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Richardson now on 2nd down.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Julian Love picks it, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They go play action with Richardson.
Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kayvon Thibodeau, his 2nd sack of the night. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory. With a 1st and 10.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
58 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down. And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
The point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
Nifty move.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and through. And the rout is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll get you down the coast. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Take it in at the 3.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead. CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 141 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
That's caught by Hollister. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 63 yards. And the Giants have taken a 6-touchdown lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now for the point after. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. On first down, Richardson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley, they find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and it made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Richardson. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Azeez Ojulari able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the Giants ready to come out now.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley has some space here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 233 yards for him on the ground, as this has been a night to remember to this point. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but
Obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Richardson to the air on first down. Quick slant, Dotson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Going right back to Dotson. Room here to run. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all. And when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed. That's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense. Takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Running again with Barkley on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Off play action. Jones. He'll buy some time right. Throw to across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
$40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And New York set to take the field.
And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Dancing away at the 35. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
One last shot for Richardson.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Tonight, it's the National Football League Super Bowl 60. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the New York Giants. Years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl?
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow.
And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Gaines. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. They'll run on 1st down. Gaines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaines. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
And I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On 2nd down, Gaines. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
3rd and goal, Burrow.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Now Jones off the play fake.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete.
On the move past the 40. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that.
And the Giants are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Well, we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. 2nd quarter coming your way next.
7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
And here comes a return.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st down, Gaines. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Pressure comes, and the Giants block it. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 31 yards.
And the Giants continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Gaines. And tough going there, as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the pick-6, here's Burrow again. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
2nd down and 3.